if you the one that messed up, you can't negotiate the terms and conditions on how the relationship should be healed or mended. So say for instance, I cheat on you and you say, okay, I want you to share locations now. I can't say, but nah, I don't think that'll help. You see what I'm saying? I'm not the one trying to get my heart healed.
And before a man should even think about getting a wife, he needs to have a vision.
Okay.
Right?
Ooh, I like that. I'm going to add to that.
He needs to first have a vision. Needs to first have his spirituality in order.
Yeah.
His destiny with the Most High, with the Creator. Purpose is for him in his life. He needs to know that.
Yeah.
Before he even thinks about taking on a woman, dating her, courting her, having sex with her, whatever it is, you need to know who you are, what you are, who you came from, where you going.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Don't Be a Viking podcast. Today I got a sister with me. I'm gonna need you to introduce yourself by name, age, and relationship status.
Okay. My name is Nehemiah Withers. I'm 17 years old and I am unmarried.
Okay. I like the answer. Unmarried instead of single. Yeah. Okay, so why do you refrain from using single?
Because single is I feel like it's kind of derogatory.
Okay.
Because it's like, when you think of single, you mean like, women these days, they say single, oh, I'm single and I'm ready to mingle. Like, I'm out here, and single is like, I'm single, hey, like, come get me. Yeah. And I'm not in the market of, hey, come get me. Okay. I'm waiting for my husband and, I'm not in the market.
Okay, so right now. When do you plan on getting a husband? Or do you not have a time frame on it?
I don't necessarily have a time frame on it. It's not about getting the husband, it's about attracting the husband and attracting the right husband, because a husband is just a title, but if you have a man that's not living up to this title of husband, then it's kind of an unnecessary title. Yeah.
So what do you do to attract it, since it's an attraction thing?
Me personally, I just try my best every day to be a example, be a light, and carry myself as somebody that's valuable, because that's what I believe. That's what I am. And okay. Yeah, so it's important to just carry yourself as something valuable, because you are, as a woman, as a man, you have value, and your value is not dictated on, let's rephrase this. A man is not going to see you as your value. A man is going to see you how you display your value. Okay. So if I'm valuable and I'm out here just flaunting my body, right, flaunting what I have, being very promiscuous, being not discreet, then the man or anybody else is going to see that as, okay, that's what she is. And I could very well be a virgin and acting like this, right?
Bro, it's crazy. I swear. My brother just came to me like a few days ago, talking to me about this girl. He like, bro, I'm thinking about like getting with her with the woo. Man, he told me, she said she a virgin. Now, I looked at this girl's Instagram page. I'm talking about, you can see everything. Like, nothing is left for imagination when you go on her page. So I go to him. Now, he not naive at all. He just telling me what she told him. Like, he questioning it just as much as I'm questioning it. Yeah. So I'm like, you mean to tell me a girl that's comfortable showing the world her body is still a virgin? Like, if anything, for the most part, and I know it's always an exception to the rule somewhere, but for the most part, a girl would be more comfortable showing her body to one person that she connected with or like feel with or whatever, versus her showing it to the whole world. Like, it's plenty girls that probably take modest pictures and stuff and not a virgin. That make more sense. Like, she don't want to show her body to strangers, but somebody she connected with, she like, oh, okay, I'm feeling it, you feeling cool. She do that. So you mean to tell me a girl that's showing her body to thousands and thousands and thousands of people is a virgin? Gee, if she that comfortable doing that, I doubt she told every dude she was connected with no. You know what I'm saying? So now I could be wrong. Like, I don't really know this girl. Right. But me knowing people in general, bro, that's not how they work. Yeah. So I'm like, you ain't gonna pull the wool over my eyes, goddamn. So what would you say to the woman that says, oh, I can dress however I want, I can act however I want, and the dude should still respect me the same as a woman who carry herself with more discipline? What would you say to that person?
I would say that don't expect to be respected. Okay. Don't expect to be respected, because if you're flaunting your body, you're showing that not only you're not only showing that you don't respect yourself enough to cover your body and to value it enough, but you're also showing that you're not in a relationship, that you have no self-control, you have no values, you have no morals. So I would tell her that just don't expect to be respected, because you're not going to be respected. Like, you could desire to be respected. You could, that could very well be your boundary, to respect me no matter what I got on my body. Yeah. But it's not realistic, because however you display yourself is how you're going to be treated. So if I go out and I flaunt my body and I'm loud, I'm obnoxious. Yeah. I say whatever on my mind, uncordial, then I should expect as a woman to be treated as a prostitute. Facts. I should be treated,
What I tell people is like, bro, it's based like law. I mean, not law. Life is very like mathematical. This equals this. When you put this with this, it equals that. Okay. If you subtract this from this, it equals this. Like, that's how life is. Cause if I got some food and I mix it with some other food, I would get a different product than if I just had the first food alone. Cool. That's how everything in life is. So if a sister tell me, you dress like this, and another sister dressed in a see-through shirt and a thong walking outside, if you tell me just off rip, both of these sisters supposed to get the same amount of respect, it sound good. It sound like, okay, just because she a woman respected, that shit sound good in theory. That's not how life works. So if these two sisters dress completely different, you telling me they get the same outcome? That's not math. Like, bruh, if we're going to put a 1 in the first place, and then we put a plus a 3, okay, we get 4. If I change that 3, I get a different number. Like, what you put in change the outcome. So if you put into yourself, okay, I'm going to dress modestly, that change the outcome you get. If she say, I'm going to dress a different way, like, how the fuck can you expect to get the same exact outcome as somebody that's doing something different? Right. Your outcome is either going to be better or worse. Like, it's that simple. The only way you get the same outcome
is if you're the same person.
Exactly. Same morals, implement the same exact stuff. Yeah. Like, if you got different values and different viewpoints and different this, and you want to get respected the exact same, but it's unrealistic. Like, everybody that say stuff like that, I ignore it. Because, like, if I want to go to the NBA and I don't work out at all, and the other person want to go and he busting his ass every day, and I say, I deserve to get this. See how stupid that's you sound? So when we put it in examples like that, everybody would agree. Yeah. Okay, yeah, like you don't deserve the same outcome as him. So why does the girl that dresses promiscuously deserve the same respect as the girl that dresses modestly?
Exactly.
You
just don't. You might have a woman that dresses promiscuously might have she might very well be very smart, very attractive. She might be very she might have morals.
Yeah.
She might but displaying those morals and having those morals and living those morals is different.
Yeah. Like knowing some
you can know some is totally different.
Yeah, like I know plenty of folks, like everybody, I'm not even gonna say plenty folks, everybody knows drinking is bad. Everybody has their knowledge. Mm-hmm. There's like some people have more knowledge about it than others. Like we can go in depth more about it than others. Mm-hmm. But on the surface level, everybody know drinking is bad. Yeah. So you knowing something, you having the knowledge is not enough. Mm-hmm. You applying the knowledge is what matters. Yep. So that's like saying a sister to tell me I got morals, I got respect, I got this, I got that, but I still want to dress my ass out. Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, cuz like let's really look into it. You probably know certain things. That's why you saying you got morals and shit. Your morals only judged off what you put out, not what you keep in your damn head. I'm not a mind reader. I'm not finna judge you off what's in your head. I don't give a damn. Like I care about what you manifesting in the world. Yep. Like I was having a conversation with my girl yesterday, like trying to get her to understand something. And I asked her, what does it mean if I say you can bear witness? I asked her what it mean if I say the fruit bear witnesses to the nature of the tree. It took her a little while, but we got to the bottom of it. Mm-hmm. If the fruit bear witness to the nature of the tree, judging off the end product, I know where this originated from. So if the end product is your actions, your wardrobe, I don't have to have a conversation with you. I can tell what type of person you are, or I'm not gonna say what type of person you are. I can tell how you think and what knowledge you got, depending on what you wear. Mm-hmm. Like what you wearing is not just oh, I thought this was cute. Of course, it plays a part in it. Like, of course, we're not gonna wear none of this hideous. Mm-hmm. But if you walk out the house dressed half naked, I'm knowing it's a certain level of wisdom you don't have. Like, seeing you wear this, I don't have to have a conversation with you. Mm-hmm. I don't have to know you. If I see you walk past, I'm like, I can automatically put certain assumptions together. Yeah. Some might be wrong, but for the most part, they pretty accurate. Like people be like, you can't judge a book by its cover. Yes, you can. Mm-hmm. Yes, the hell you can. If I see you walking down the street, I'm guessing, okay, like the first thing that'll pop up is some religious factor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what religion she is. It's some type of religious spirituality, something. Like she committed herself to something. Some body of knowledge that she didn't invent. Like, cool. That's the first thing. 2, I can assume she not a hoe. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can assume she not walking out the house thirsting for men's attention. You see what I'm saying? Like, could one of them be wrong? Yes. Could you not be religious? Yeah. You could have just ordered the clothes. Like, I just like the way this looks. Yeah. You could just be cold or anything. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a lot of different options out there. But for the most part, the assumptions you make of judging the book by its cover, accurate. Like, what's your viewpoints on judging the book by its cover? Do you think it's accurate, or you think you got to be careful with it?
When it comes to judging a book by its cover, you that's literally the nature of all creation.
Yeah.
To judge book. If you have a conscience, you're gonna judge something by the way that it looks.
Facts.
So I thought about this. It was a while back. I was really young. I was probably like 12. And it was Christmas, right?
Yeah.
And we ordered my family, we ordered an Airbnb in Memphis for Christmas. We didn't want to spend it at, the house we usually do.
Yeah.
So, we ordered it. We pulled up, and I remember my aunt was like, "This house looked like a shack." And I was like, "Yeah, it just looked like a little shack though." So once we walked in, it was like, "Wow, this is a beautiful place though."
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't expect this to be in the middle of the hood.
Yeah.
Because of what's inside of it. But if we judged it solely by the way that it looked on the outside, we probably would never pick that Airbnb.
Okay.
So take this. If a man sees a woman that is dressed modestly, that she talks discreetly or she walks discreetly, whatever that is, whatever she displays on the outside, and then he sees a woman that's dressed promiscuously and everything in between.
Yeah.
He's probably most likely gonna pick the one that's modest.
Right.
Because a man, you can, whatever thought you have, whatever society has confined to, at the end of the day, a man don't want his woman walking around half naked. No matter what the world has come to, men just had to, over time, evolve and accept the fact that women are no longer going to cover their bodies. Yeah.
I say, if you just willingly accept your girl coming out the house naked, I ain't gonna cap. I don't see the logic in it. And B, it's like, I find it weird to want to show off in a sexual way the person you saying only yours. Now, I will show my girl off in upright ways. I will show my girl off speaking wisdom. I will show my girl off doing accomplishments. I will show my girl off being a great person. Why would I want to show my girl off in a way that arouses other men? I have no pleasure in doing that, and I don't see how that's beneficial for my life. If anything, either it's gonna do nothing at all, it's not gonna change nothing, then why would I even put energy into doing it if it's not gonna change nothing? Or it's gonna make stuff worse. It's gonna have more dudes coming after my girl. Now, testing her is a good thing. All of us should get tested. All of us should go through trials to purify us. But if you do test incorrectly, it breaks the object you testing. You see what I'm saying? So if I move incorrectly with my girl, post her sexually, and now 100 million dudes trying to come at her, get in her pants. If she turned 900 down, cool. That 901 might goddamn do the trick. You see what I'm saying? So if this something I care so much about, why would I even take the risk of like dangling her to the wolves? Because one wolf might jump too goddamn high and get it. So I understand where people be like, well, if she cheat, she wasn't really for you. I agree. But why play with human nature? Like, when you know she's an attractive lady, dude's attracted to her. That's in them as a man. Even though she love you, she still got eyeballs. She still see other dudes attractive. Like, it's in a woman's nature to identify the God in being. So even though you doing your thing, you got her heart, she identified the God in you. The God is within other brothers too. You know what I'm saying? So why would you even want to take that risk and play with that fire? Like, I don't think people will say it's insecure. Okay. Insecure got two different definitions. When you talk about a person, it means like unconfident. When you talk about an object, it means liable to break. Okay. I don't think it's unconfident to put boundaries on a relationship. I think if anything, it makes you confident because for the dude to just say, well, my girl want to do this, I just let her do whatever. That's the unconfident person. Like, that's the person who's like, he's scared to reinforce his beliefs, because he think, oh, if I say this, she probably leave. That's the one that's not confident. The person that's saying, I ain't gonna lie, back, I'm not going for this, I'm not going for that. This what it is, this what it ain't. That's the confident one. Then liable to break. Yeah, you can call me insecure because I think this relationship liable to break if you walk out the house like that. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of the labels people try to enforce or make popular, it's like, who do y'all even know the definition
of these words?
Yeah, like just saying stuff.
Yeah, so when it comes to women, because you were saying like
the insecure part.
Yeah, the insecure part. So if a man is totally not insecure if he lets you know his boundaries. Facts. If he lets you know what he's gonna tolerate, what he's not gonna tolerate. That's a man that's secure in what he wants in his woman. And it's no problem with a woman setting boundaries with men. Facts. You know, to a certain extent, of course. Extent, yeah. And so I believe a man should set his boundaries with what he wants his woman to do and what he does not want his woman to do, because it not only shows that, okay, this man is he's not gonna allow me to do anything that's gonna disrespect me. Yeah. But also not gonna allow me to do anything that's gonna disrespect him. And eventually his house. Because if we start to have children, we're gonna turn into a household. And certain things, a righteous man, a man with values, morals, is not gonna allow. Yeah. Because he wants to hold a upright title, an upright name. Because in the scriptures it tells us that a good name is above rubies. Facts. So having a good name is going to take you far more places, not only just spiritually and physically, but emotionally, mentally, than a person with millions of dollars.
Yeah. And it's like, bro, my wife will either be my greatest asset or my greatest liability. Yep. There's no in between. Like, a few things in life got a fine line in between. Most stuff, black and white. Mm-hmm. If you not knowledgeable to identify the black and white, that's a different thing. But as you increase in knowledge, most things are simply black and white. Mm-hmm. If I got a great partner and we continue to build in the upward trajectory together, my life gonna increase tenfold in every way. Financially, I'm gonna be more focused. I'm gonna have less liabilities. Let's say she a good nurturer, cook-wise. We save a lot of money. We don't gotta go to the hospital and be on these treatments and these treatments. If she don't stress me out, I got more time and mental space to apply towards the business and this and the third. Now let's flip it. If she off the walls, just off the hinges, okay. This is a horrible situation for me as somebody who's trying to build something up. Because one of the easiest ways to attack a man is through the woman. Mm. When the exploitation of like feminism, putting it in a false name, started to happen, what you got to do to break the nuclear family is remove the man. Mm. When you remove the man from the wife and kids, it's going to make the wife and kids more vulnerable. If you try to attack the woman or attack the kid while the husband is present, you gonna damn near die. Like the husband gonna die trying to protect his family. Right. Cool. So after you remove the husband, and then not only remove them, put them against each other, make her say fuck him, make him say fuck her. Now you got the woman isolated, and if you get to attack her, you can tear down civilization. When you attack a dude, I'm not undermining the importance of men. Mm. Like, the dude is extremely important. But since we focusing on the woman right now, I'm just speaking on her power, her importance. Mm. If you attack her and control the way she think, you control the entire civilization. Because now it's a saying where if you teach a man, you teach an individual. If you teach a woman, you teach a nation. Because she is the nurturer to everybody. She's a
direct source to all of the whole civilization, because the woman is in the house. She's raising children. She's cooking the food. She's feeding the nation.
She's
not only the nation of food, but the necessities and the knowledge, the wisdom of the mind.
Like whatever knowledge she got, since it's a good chance she gonna be with the kids more than you. Yeah. Whatever knowledge she got, she pouring into the kids. So unintelligent woman is an unintelligent civilization. Absolutely. Like, can a man create a civilization? Yes. Is it likely that's the way shit finna start going? No, that's not the way stuff been going. It's not finna change. Like, so even though, yeah, we're capable, bro, we're not finna do that. Like,
y'all capable. It's not the capability. That's the chance is not gonna flourish. It's not gonna flourish because you can have a civilization full of men, all men, and no women. It's no balance.
Facts.
A civilization, a nation, it needs balance, and that's a false balance is just, it's not a false balance is just not gonna be successful because women, we emotional, we are also very wise. We're the wisdom. The scriptures refer to women as wisdom as a woman.
Yeah.
Because we're wise, but we have to use that wisdom and our power in a way that's going to uplift our nation more than tear down.
Facts. Like, a lot of folks think it's not necessary for the woman to be educated. Now, if you look into their thought processes, I can see where they coming from. That since they basically saying, since the woman is mainly in the house, she don't need, like, it's not a necessity for her to get the knowledge you will need to apply in the outside world. I can see where you're coming from, but that's not true. Because even let's say she don't leave the house. Let's say she a housewife and she like handle it, like she do everything she need to do at the crib. Cool, she don't need to leave. But she's still raising the kids in the house. So even though she not applying the knowledge, she's still giving the knowledge to somebody who is finna go apply it. You see what I'm saying? So to strip her from knowledge is to rob the family from knowledge. Then to strip her from knowledge is to rob yourself from knowledge, because if you intelligent and I'm intelligent and I come home and we haven't attempt to have a high level conversation and you only have the knowledge to follow along and not the knowledge to build on top of me, is not a case of iron sharpening iron. It's more like, however sharp I am coming into this conversation, I'm going to lead the conversation this sharp. It's much better to have somebody you talk to challenge you in a positive way and make you keep critiquing and perfecting whatever knowledge you already got, instead of just, like, I hear you, like, that's garbage. So now that you say, like, not only are you waiting for a husband, but you doing what you need to do presently to attract the husband. And you saying you value all the, like, higher attributes, like the more upright attributes than the more horizontal beast-like attributes. So what do you feel like is the most proper way for a dude to demonstrate his love for you?
I would say the most proper way a man can demonstrate his love for me is that's a good one. It's definitely gonna be executing his authority in a righteous manner towards me.
How does that look? What does that look like?
It looks like correcting me when I'm wrong.
Okay.
It looks like putting me in a position where I'm not only flourishing if he's here, but also putting me in a position where I will flourish when he's not here.
Facts.
So, for example, not only not saying he's gonna be deceased, but saying like if he puts me in a position where I can flourish, mentally, financially, physically, spiritually, he's putting me in that position to not only flourish with him, but making me interdependently depending on the knowledge that he's feeding to me.
Yeah.
So when I say interdependently, I'm speaking of interdependently just means to
work together.
Work together. So when people say when women say, "Oh, I'm independent," no, you're really interdependent.
Yeah.
Because you're thriving off of a civilization that was built by men.
Facts.
So you really just doing the background work.
Yeah.
They doing the front work. They building the buildings. They doing electricity. Everything that's necessary for you to flourish, he's doing that.
Yeah.
So that's what I require for, and that's something that's probably the most thing a man can do for me.
Yeah.
That I'll be really attracted to. Okay.
Yeah, I think like the whole independent conversation, I don't really like that because, like I said, when people talk, they don't try to understand the meaning of the words. Mm-hmm. It's more like I heard somebody else say it. It sound good, so I'm gonna just repeat it. Yeah. So if we look at independent, the long story short is just saying you able to survive without the help of somebody. Mm-hmm. Like we were saying before we recorded, surviving is not the same as living. You being able to survive without the help of somebody else, okay? Like, what does that really do? Yeah, like, that's very low level, basic. Like, you bragging off something that is not even the works of you. Mm-hmm. The way God created you made you independent. Yeah. Not you. Like, you didn't create yourself. You didn't put certain things in place, therefore you can be independent. So really that word is ignorant off the rip, since the whole way you got here is through a system of other people, whether it be your parents, grandparents, God, however you want to flip it. Like, the way of getting here is not an independent route. But if we want to exclude that and only look at the current right now and you say you're independent, you bragging about you surviving? Right. Like, do you know the junkie without a house that's homeless on the corner is surviving? He is alive right now. Is that something you think should be bragged about? Like, you just being alive?
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like you said, surviving and living is two different things. Yeah. Because you can very well be living in a house, got water running, got electricity, got, all the necessities that you need. And you should very well be thankful for that, which, that's just something that you be thankful for. Yeah. But you could also that may look like living, but you could also be surviving in your mind.
Facts.
You can have all the things that you can desire on this earth. But if you don't have peace, you don't have anything. Because a man, you probably will find somebody that's actually more happier on the street than somebody that's happy living and got all the money in the world, got everything that anybody could ever want. Yep. But if you don't have peace of mind, you don't have values, you don't have morals, you don't have something that you look forward to, something that you serve with your whole heart, in righteousness, then you very well surviving too. Yeah. If you're not serving something higher than yourself, if you're not living for the Most High, for the Creator, you surviving. Because people say, "Oh, YOLO, you only live once," but really you don't.
Explain.
You got many more lives that you can live.
Yeah.
And just this one life.
Yeah, I be saying the same thing. I be like, bro, life is a constant process of death and rebirth. Not in a spooky sense and no shit like that, but let's say if before I smoked and I say, okay, I want to stop smoking, I have to kill the previous side of me that was interested in smoking, that had smoking friends, that like everything that deal with their life that involves their life, I need to kill. And off doing it, a new me will birth. And that's all it is. Like, excuse me, in order to keep improving, that's all you got to keep doing. Kill the negative parts of you, birth new positive parts of you. So
it's a process.
That's all it is. You just keep perfecting and reshaping and refining the same exact motions. Like, kill this part. Let's say I kill smoking, birth the new side, the more healthier side of me. Kill the part of me that's lazy and birth the side of me to go to the gym often. Kill the argumentative, don't want to listen, hard-headed part. Birth the new open-minded. Like, that's all it is. If you keep doing it, all you're going to do is keep pushing yourself to get better. Like, keep refining it. That's all it is. Like, folks be like, well, there's no such thing as perfect. Okay. Is it out? Not necessarily, not in our existence. Like, if we break it down to the most basic form, no, perfection don't exist. The earth not perfect, gravity not perfect. This, that, like, all the things that in our regular nature is not perfect. The earth got to tilt to it, it got to wobble to it. This got that, that got that. Everything dies, everything gets corrupted over time. Cool. As friction presses on it more, it get more, the dying process speeds up more and more. Cool, we understand this. But if we look at something like the earth or like stars, it'll take a star 1,000,000+ years to die. Okay, you die in 70 years. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, nothing is perfect. The star died too, which means it's not perfect. It's going to get some type of friction too. But it's living longer than you, which means the star is obeying the nature that was put around it more than you obeying the nature that was put around you. So, all that means is we just need to study the stuff around us and say, how can we apply this in our life and make us more perfect? Will you be all the way perfect? No. But by comparison, you compare it to the next person, you perfect. Like, if you never lied, ever, and the other person lied, but it's probably something you did to where you heard somebody else lie, you didn't correct it or something like that. Are you perfect? No. But by comparison to the liar sitting next to you, who would we say perfect? You see what I'm saying? Right. So that's
you're perfect in one area, but they might be perfect in others.
That's all it is.
You might be better at singing than me.
Yeah.
But you might be perfect at singing, but I'm not perfect at singing. So it's like, it depends on the area you're talking about. Because you can teach me something that I can't teach you, and I can teach you something that you can't teach me. So iron sharpens iron.
Yeah.
Iron. So
then how you say it, like when you described how you want the dude to love you, how he should love you or demonstrate his love for you, that was a great answer. Now I'm gonna ask you, where did you get that knowledge from? Like, where are you pulling it from?
Well, I do live by the Torah.
Okay.
So I wouldn't say I would necessarily get it from there.
Yeah.
Because I can read something and I can study it, but if I don't apply it, it's like, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't think it depends on where I got it from, or if I got it from anywhere. I just think it's really my personal attraction.
Okay.
Right? It's just what I personally find most fitting to my desires.
Now, is it any other woman in your family that dresses modestly and share these beliefs, or are you the first?
My sister.
Okay.
We're kind of on the same walk together. We definitely have different views.
Yeah.
Sometimes we clash heads.
Yeah.
Too, you know, we striving together. But
so did she introduce it to you?
She did.
Okay. So the reason I asked
and I can advance on my own, you know, advance to different things and different knowledges. So, you know, she introduced and I just
took it on your own path from there. Yeah. Like the reason I asked is because if we, like, most of us got certain beliefs, certain perspectives, and we don't necessarily know where these came from. It's more like shit that's just what been around the family, and let's say grandma taught you this. Okay, do you know where grandma got it from? The common answer is no. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to ask grandma, but you the one taking on the belief. Why don't you know? So the reason I asked where did you get it from is because if we know where our beliefs, perspectives, and thought processes originated from, then we know how to judge it. For example, if I ask you some middle school questions and you give me a right or wrong answer, we know who to credit this knowledge to, whatever middle school you went to. You see what I'm saying? If you didn't know your middle school, you would be more like the people who say, well, shit, I don't know, I got it from somewhere. But if you know your teachers, you know who to either give credit to that, hey, she taught me this, he taught me this, they did a damn good job. Or you know who to fault, correct, or not listen to again. You know what I'm saying? Like, if every middle school question I ask you get it wrong, we need to, like, make sure nobody else go to that middle school. You know what I'm saying? So when I ask folks stuff, I want to know where's the point of origin from this knowledge. Because for the most part, we go off our personal experience or our family's personal experience. Our personal experience is not the best way to go because you only experience so much, especially us being young. You only experience so much. You only ran into so many people. Your experience, the knowledge you get from that is limited. Yeah. The knowledge you get from your family, most of us, like if we talk about relationship stuff, modesty, whatever, most of us don't have great examples in our family. Yeah. Say somebody got an okay relationship, but we know we don't want to grow up and just have an okay relationship. So that's not something we want to copy and implement in our personal life. So then it could be some people that like, yeah, they got a per little John and Kiki, like, man, their relationship is amazing. But even though they're a good example do not equate to a good teacher. Because for you to be taught something, you have to understand it. You just seeing the example is not giving you the understanding. Like, if I do a math problem and I just show you the end result, you don't know the steps I took to get this answer. So you just seeing the example is not, you feel me? Like, that's not doing nothing at all. So with the examples we have, alright, y'all, look, we just had some goddamn technical difficulties. My computer disk said it was full with audio, but now just had to delete some stuff. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what I just deleted. Like, I don't know if this stuff valuable or not. But we'll see later tonight. If I post on my story me crying or something, I deleted the wrong stuff. But it had left off where I was saying with the example or with the examples that's around us, only the example not enough, and we need the, like you said, the explanation. We need the why. We need the steps in order to get there. Now, yeah, we just said some game like after that, but you know, some shit happens. So we gonna move. I'ma just sum up what we said previously. She was saying that the why is important because if we just have the solution without the why I had added to what she said, it's gonna be likely that somebody gonna deviate from the plan if you don't know why you doing something. If you just got the rules in place, but you don't understand why you doing the rules, a lack of understanding eventually leads to deviation. So then, we was just wrapping it up about that. That's pretty much where we left off at. Now, I was saying the reason I had asked you, did anybody like introduce you to the knowledge you got now, is because a lot of times I hold firm to the belief of a lot of your thoughts not your own. Like everything, if we can agree that everything in existence right now has been done before, like it's nothing new under the sun. If the earth been around millions of years, I doubt we do anything new. Like it's new to us, like amongst the people we're around now, but it's not new as far as the entirety of the human race. You know what I'm saying? So say if you dressing modestly, okay, you've been exposed to it and not taking no credit away from you, because like you said, you've been exposed to it, but you took it upon yourself to go deeper. You know what I'm saying? So a sister that is probably being promiscuous, she got introduced to this. And I be trying to get people to understand this. Bro, the stuff you do, the actions you do, the way you think, this, that, and third, it's a good chance it's not your own thinking that forced you or got you to do that.
It's not. I can actually answer that better now that you explained it.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the way that I think my thoughts and the way I live is just, I've learned from other people's mistakes.
Okay.
And I'm glad I did earlier because I would have really been messed up if I didn't. Like I would have probably been a lot of things that I understand now in my age at 17. A lot of people.
Well, I thought it stopped again. I was finna have a damn fit.
A lot of people don't understand or don't really comprehend until they probably early or late 30s.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've been exposed to a lot of different knowledge growing up, with my dad, growing up, raised by my mother.
Yeah.
Bless her soul, she passed away last year.
Damn, sorry to hear that.
So I have elder parents. My dad is about to be, he just turned 68.
Damn, okay.
So my dad is pretty up there.
Is it a big age gap between you and your sister?
No, we only 5 years apart.
Okay.
Yeah, she's 21 and I'm 17.
Yeah.
So so I've learned from people. I've been around elders my whole life. Like I've been around this community in Memphis, the conscious community. I know like from the back of my head. Like you say somebody, I probably know.
Yeah.
Because of my dad. And my grandfather was Ernest C. Withers, the historical photographer. So he was known very well known. So I've been exposed to a lot of people and they've shared with me a lot of different experiences and I've listened, because people get exposed all the time, but it's not about exposure. It's about how you use that exposure. If you're going to use it for a greater good or you're going to use it for your damnation,
So like, as far as how you say being introduced to people, I realized when you get into something, it's basically the law of attraction if you put it on a simple stage. So say when I was doing, I'm gonna say improper stuff, like when I was acting out of ignorance, I ran into more ignorant people. Like, this my crowd. You know what I'm saying? So once I started to clean up and become more upright, I ran into more upright people. You're going to run into different people on a religious side. You're going to run into different people on a knowledge side. You know what I'm saying? Like, say if I was ignorant and I was acting in that ignorance, Jay would have never introduced me to you. The only reason he introduced us because he said, okay, she intelligent, he intelligent, I link the two. If one of us was on a different wavelength, we would have we would have never got put together. You know what I'm saying? So at first I used to think like, bruh, it's damn near no women. Like, it's like 1 in a billion women that's like modest, women this, women that. Now, I was still correct, but now that I changed and cleaned up my way, I run into more upright women than ever before. You see what I'm saying? So even though it still is a small number, I surround myself with this small number. So it's way more common to me now. Yeah. So if anybody want to do anything, I always say your environment is your biggest influence. Like if you want to be a smart person and you hang around dummies all day, you need to switch up your environment some way, somehow. And I don't suggest folks to go to an environment you've never been to just to hang with strangers. Like, nah. Like how you say with the lady, you ain't never met her. You see what I'm saying? She ain't helped raise you. Y'all ain't never been together in your life. But you made her a part of your environment by reading her book. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like your environment don't gotta be with you in person. Yeah, like
this is The Them and Him. It's a book on biblical family structure by Dr. Gina Murray. So definitely get this book out.
Yeah, I gotta get that.
If you want to learn about how to raise children, if you want to learn about how to be a wife, how to be a husband, how to be whatever it is in the structure of family, this is the book for you. Okay, I haven't met her, but I will meet her one day. Yeah. I will meet her one day.
Right. That's all it's about. Like getting stuff and people in your environment that's gonna help you. Like, some people use the excuse, but I don't know nobody that's smart around me. Like, I don't know nobody who to listen to. G, you got Google, y'all have be on Instagram all day. You can find some folks. You see what I'm saying? Now, what we were saying about how you want the dude to treat you, then we touched on like where you got that knowledge from. Why I asked that. What do you think is the most important knowledge, like, you should educate yourself on in a relationship, like, to maintain a good relationship? Because I say the number one thing to do is to get knowledge. Like, no matter what you want to be good at, you have to start with attaining knowledge, whether it's doing a good podcast, being a good photographer, being a good wife, being a good husband, a kid, father, whatever. You have to get knowledge on that thing to know the do's and don'ts. So what do you think is the first step y'all should take in learning to have a healthy relationship?
The first step is a good question. The first step I feel like you should take, I'm going to do both the man and the woman.
Okay.
Start off with the man. So a man, everybody knows to be the protector, the provider, the sustainer, in the family. And before a man should even think about getting a wife, he needs to have a vision.
Okay. Ooh, right? I like that. I'm going to add to that.
He needs to first have a vision. He needs to first have his spirituality in order.
Yeah.
His destiny with the Most High, with the Creator. Purpose is for him in his life. He needs to know that.
Yeah.
Before he even thinks about taking on a woman, dating her, courting her, having sex with her, whatever it is, you need to know who you are, what you are, who you came from, where you going as a man. As a woman, you need to know the same. You need to know where you come from.
Yeah.
You need to know what you desire in a man, what you need in a man, because every woman's needs is different.
Yeah.
One woman can tell me, you need to get somebody your age, you need to get somebody that you can grow with, because that's what I did with my husband. Like, we grew together. Like, we was the same age, we got out of high school together, you need to do that too. But me, personally, maybe that's not my lot. Maybe that's not what I need in a man. I don't need a man that's going to be my age. Maybe I need a man that's more experienced. Maybe that's not what the Most High want for me.
Yeah.
So I need to know what I need in a man, what from my past, where I went through to get to where I am now. Because everything that happened in your childhood is going to catch up with you one way or another, in a bad way or in a good way. So whatever I went through, or whatever women go through in the past, determines what type of man she's gonna need in the future.
Okay.
Because certain necessities, certain things that one man may have is not gonna be the things that another man may have. Yeah. So it just depends on the type of woman you are and the things that you require. You know, not the things that you want, because wants and needs are two different things. Yeah. You know, you can want a 6-figure man that's 6 feet tall, but it's not just because you want it don't mean that's what you need. You know, yeah. You need somebody that's gonna keep you in order, keep you in line as a woman, keep you in a place where you can continue to flourish with or without a man.
Bruh, before I say my take on it, y'all remember, she is 17. Like, she not even a legal adult yet. Like, this is what I enjoy. Like, whether I'm sitting with a brother or a sister, like, a lot of times we'll get together, we'll talk about pointless stuff or negative stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, we either talk about something that don't matter or something that's finna tear us down and hinder us from building the life we want to live. So to sit down and just talk about knowledge, and I sharpen your iron, you sharpen my iron, you know what I'm saying? Now, I don't got nothing to say behind it. Like, I 100% agree. The first thing you need to educate yourself on is knowledge yourself. Like, bro, I couldn't have said it no more perfect than like every point I could have added, you touched on. Like, first, before you even get in the relationship, get the knowledge yourself. Like, because a lot of times, say if I get in a relationship with somebody, right, I want her to make me happy. She should want me to make her happy. Yeah. But oftentimes, we don't communicate that. Like, let's say if I'm the type of person that, like, I thrive off physical touch. You know what I'm saying? If I get in a relationship with a girl and I just expect her to rub me or like lay on me or I lay on her, whatever, like, if I just expect it, she probably don't have the same love language. You know what I'm saying? So she probably don't think to just do that just because. Right. So if I don't vocalize that, how can it be done? Then not only do we not, because I don't think we have a problem with communicating. I think we communicate improper. Like, we can get better at it, but like just verbalizing what we want, I don't think we have a problem with it. The problem is we don't know what we want. Like, before we got in the relationship, we didn't sit down with ourselves like, who am I? Okay, let me write that down. Okay. So if this is the type of person I am, what type of person do I need? Okay, let me write that down. What would this person look like? Like, what actions would they do? What verbiage would they use? Like, how do I want to be spoken to? Right. Like, am I fine with being called a nigga? Am I fine with being called a bitch or a hoe? Do I want to be called a god? Do I want to be called a king, a queen, a brother? So, like, what vocabulary makes me the most happy? Okay, cool. After that, we just keep going into each category. And then after we done, we got the entire script, or however you want to put it, to what type of person I need to be and what type of person she need to be. Yeah. So now that we got all this figured out, now it's super easy when we get in a relationship, because I'm just like, this who I am right now. This who I aim to be. Like you said, no division. This what I need you to be. Are you this? And she gonna tell you yes or no. And then after that, after she say, yeah, I'm there right now, tell her what you want her to be in the future. See if that align. If it align, cool, move forward. If it don't, break it off. You see what I'm saying? Like, but since we don't sit down and have this a long time within ourselves to know who we are and what we looking for, we get in a relationship and it's like we're trying to figure it out as we go, or we want that person to figure us out. It's hard enough figuring your damn self out. You want the other person to figure you out. Like, you want me to mind read you and understand you in and out when you don't even understand you in and out. Like,
I didn't even know you.
This point, that just caused confusion. Now, what you said about vision, boy. I heard, did I hear this or did I read this? I can't even remember, but a man without vision is blind. Mm-hmm. It's that simple. Like, we think just because we got physical sight, it means something. A man that has physical sight and no knowledge, what does that sight produce for him? Mm-hmm. Nothing. You see what I'm saying? So say if we say vision in a prophetic sense or a like manifesting the future sense, if you got a man that don't know where he want to be in the next year, in the next 5 years, the next 10 years, he blind. Like, there's no other way to put it. We not gonna sugarcoat it. We not gonna say, oh, he's still figuring it out. Yeah, until he figure it out, he blind. Mm-hmm. So you get with a blind man, like, not none against the people who are physically blind, but if you was to ask 100 women, do you want to get with a man who can see when a man is blind? I'm pretty sure the majority is gonna say a man that can see. So if we put it in the same sense, as far as spiritually and knowledge wise, do you want a man that's blind or want a man that can see? I don't know too many women that's gonna be 100% comfortable saying, "Give it a blind man, I'll take him." So, right. Bro, that was spot on. You hit it on it. So, I say, aside from knowledge itself, the thing you need to learn is communication. Because I say, like I said, I don't think we got a problem vocalizing what we want. The problem is we just say it wrong in a way the other person can't receive it. Mm. So to make like an extreme example, just to like get the point across, let's say I say, okay, I'm the type that like physical touch, and I try to communicate that to you, but I say it in Spanish. Just because I did my knowledge of self, and I know what I am and who I want and what I want. Just because I say it, don't mean the job is done. Because like I said, I can say it in a language or a way you don't understand, and it still get us nowhere. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So obviously that's an extreme example. We won't be speaking different languages. But I can say it in a way like, bro, goddamn, like, why you not rubbing me? Why you not taking you see what I'm saying? Then it'll come off like,
it's like, you didn't tell me that. Like, you didn't tell me you needed that.
Now I'm rubbing you the wrong way just because I can't communicate. Now, what I'm saying is truth, but the way I'm saying it is causing a bad reaction. Like, what I'm saying is, babe, I like being rubbed, or I like being touched. I like holding hands. I like whatever physical touch people like. Like, you know how some people rub their damn nose and stick it like, whatever you like, whatever floats your boat. Like, you speaking your truth. That's cool. Like, I'm all for it. But if you say it in a way that'll make her reject it more than accept it, it's useless. Like, we'll have conversations with folks and overtalk each other. You try to talk, you made a good point, or you said something that offended me, and I cut you off. But wait, like, okay, now she just finna try to finish her point and overtalk you again, and now y'all finna be yelling, and she gonna go bad. Yelling got the wrong energy attached to it, a bad connotation attached to it. So eventually somebody finna cuss. That's gonna lead to this, like, why go through the same traumas you seen previous people go through? Because, like you said, what helped you is from learning from other people, which is like important because you only 17. You know what I'm saying? Like, usually folks will say they did that financially, which is still smart. Like, they mama was a teacher or something, and their mama was still broke, and they're like, okay, I don't want to be a teacher. No, they're smart. Like, you identified some that you seen a flaw in it, you didn't want to do it. Like, my dad, an electrician, made good bread. But boy, he worked his ass off. I'm like, okay, maybe this is not something I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be hanging up lights and running everything through walls and everything. Like, it's needed. We need electricians. I don't want to be. I want to be the one contracting the electricians. So I don't want to be the one doing the work. So it's like, cool, we got to learn that. But then how do you suggest people communicate when they're angry? Because that's the part we really need to go into. I feel like you nailed knowledge yourself. Like, I don't want to go in that at all. You mastered that. Communicating when it's harder to communicate. How do you suggest people go about that?
Me personally, I think it just depends on the person that you're trying to communicate with. Okay. Because if you angry, are you saying like if I'm angry or we both angry or they angry?
Oh, how we want to flip the example? Let's say, okay, since it'll make the example more complicated, trying to guess how they is, what type of person we dealing with. Yeah. Let's just say only you angry.
I'm angry. Okay, I'm angry, and I'm trying to communicate to somebody.
Yeah.
How I do that is I calm myself down first.
How long does that take?
It really depends on how bad it is. Like, for me, it usually takes from like, it don't take long. Like, I'm very forgiving, so it don't really take long for me to really understand something and communicate. Because that's, communication is without it, you're not gonna solve anything. So
it's not long. A couple hours.
That's not long.
Okay, so
depending on like the situation, but like for example, I'm gonna just give a situation. Somebody said to me like that they rubbed me the wrong way, and like they give me expectations that I'm not used to, right? Okay, and they executed that. You supposed to do this, and I like, bro. It's like,
hold on. This is one of the girls for the Big's podcast.
Okay.
Hello. Okay, I'm finna send you this picture. It's gonna show you like the hallway. Like it's some folks walking out the hallway now. You will see. I said it's some folks walking out the hallway. You need to come down now. But like, so do you see like some double doors? It's some double doors that's open with a sign in front of one of the doors. Okay, I think I know where you went. So you up the grade steps? You went up the grade steps? Okay, yeah, the main part's great. Yep. So like if you in the main part, you can look down over the rail and you see the lobby and everything. Like that's cool. So matter of fact, I'm finna run out here right now. Okay. Alright, so if they rubbed you the wrong way and gave you the wrong expectations, how long did it take for you to be ready to talk?
Probably about an hour or two.
Okay. Now, let's put it to the extreme. Let's say you caught them cheating. How long would it take you to, like, in a calm mood, talk to this person?
Dang. It takes, that's a lot. Like, it really the circumstances. It really is. Like, let's say y'all been together. Situation.
I'm gonna make the whole example. Yeah, I've been together for a year. Mm-hmm. Everything been smooth. Like, y'all been building, y'all been doing the right thing. Mm-hmm. Bam, you find that he cheat. How long is it gonna take you to be ready to talk?
Probably a day.
Okay, I ain't gonna lie, I get it. A day straight.
One day, like, cause I'm understanding, like, just be real with me. Like,
okay,
just be real with me. Like,
I
if you polygamous man, just say that.
Okay. So if he tell you that, what's your response? If he tell you, I want multiple wives, what's your response?
What is the reason behind it? Like, you can't just. It has to be a reason, and you have to have a vision. Like, you can't just be like, "Oh, I'm a man." Like,
just to have more women.
Yeah, just to have more women.
I be saying the same thing because I say, bro, maintaining one woman is hard enough.
Yeah.
Like, for you to have a positive relationship in the way y'all need to have a relationship, you understand her and her understand you, because y'all already two different natures, two different people trying to come together as one. That's already a hell of a job. Yeah. So you try to add more, a higher workload to that. It's demanding. So I think economically, polygamy makes sense. Like, as far as like y'all stacking bread or investing, like, polygamy makes sense. But at the same time, you can do that with group funding. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it depends. So you are open to it if he got the correct answer behind it.
If you got a good vision.
Okay.
You gotta have a good vision. You gotta have a damn good vision. So, I mean, because I'm still a woman at the end of the day. Women still women.
Yeah.
We got emotions, but you just gotta know your vision. You gotta know why you want the woman, why you want women.
Yeah.
Because it's not something that, polygamy is not just something that is for every man.
Okay.
It's not for every man. It's not for every woman.
So all you need to talk calmly after you pissed is time.
Some time.
Okay. Now.
I'm probably getting your behind. I'm probably getting on your behind, but.
Bro, I can't imagine like you mad. Like, how you gonna get on them? I can't even imagine you like.
You gotta give me there.
Angry.
You gotta give me there.
Okay, so let's say, and we'll end it on this. We'll wrap it up on this. Let's say he don't like give you that time to, what's the word, calm down. You see what I'm saying? And right when you find out, or right when this happens, right when it happens, y'all need to have a conversation. How would you like mitigate the response to not go off on him? Like, I'm talking about, you just figured out he cheated. Like, you just seen the message. And now y'all face to face right here, right there. You ain't got no time to go cool off, nothing. Because I be saying, like, cooling off, like, not necessarily the act of cooling off, but taking an extended period of time be pissing me off, especially if I don't see it as something that deep. Yeah. Like, let's say if something small happened and my girl say, "Oh, we'll talk about it right now." I'll be like, what the hell? Like, why not? Why would you want to prolong the damn problem and talk about this shit 100 days from now when we can just talk about it right now? In about 30 minutes, come up with a solution, put that solution in play, and never deal with this damn problem again. Why the hell are you telling me I don't want to talk about it right now? That be pissing me off. Yeah. So let's say he be like, nah, like, let's talk about it right here, right now. And you fire hot, you pissed off. How would you respond in that moment?
I feel like if you in the wrong, you can't say when to talk about it.
I get it.
If you in the wrong, you can't be like, okay, we talking about it now. You in the wrong, like I'm the victim at this point. Yeah. You the suspect. I can't. If you committed a crime, you can't be like, I don't want to go to jail right now. Yeah. Like, let's go to jail next week. No, you the suspect, and I'm the victim. Like, I just feel like it depends on the person that's the victim. Like, you can't just make up a time like, let's talk about it now. No, you went wrong.
I ain't lie. I can't argue that at all. Like, it said it in the Quran. I forgot how it worded, but it's basically saying if you the one that messed up, you can't negotiate the terms and conditions on how the relationship should be healed or mended. So say for instance, I cheat on you and you say, okay, I want you to share locations now. I can't say But nah, I don't think that'll help. You see what I'm saying? I'm not the one trying to get my heart healed. You are. So if you see that as being best fit on how we should move forward, I should only be like, okay, I should try to. But you sure you want to do that? But I don't see no point in doing that. Like, I forgot exactly how it worded it, but excuse me, that's basically the same thought process behind it. So arguing with you right there is like arguing with the Quran. So I want to say that. Like, I agree. Like, if you the one that messed up, like you said, you can't tell the officer you don't want to go to jail right now. Like, the first two topics, the first two foundations of education, I feel like we hit it on the head. Like, you said knowledge yourself, and boy, was you right with it. And communication. Like, you got them two, y'all pretty much gonna grow in the upright direction, because let's say the biggest problems with relationships is either adultery, money problems, and a lack of communication. I can't think of too many options outside of that will cause y'all to
lack of a strong foundation.
Yeah, like, because the knowledge itself gonna give you the foundation, like that, and get to some bread, like, and which knowledge itself gonna also teach you, because you go, when you trying to understand something, you look at the origin and the essence of it. So if you look at the origins of you as a black woman, and you see where you come from, what's your history, that automatically teach you don't come from poverty. That automatically teach you to get to some bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, human nature teach you to get to some bread because you gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? So when you get knowledge yourself, I don't think it's no better foundation than that, because they gonna teach you everything. Like, that's gonna teach you, okay, knowledge yourself teach you should be super educated. You should be smart as hell, because your lineage, where you come from, smart as hell. If you want to get deeper into it, you a direct descendant from God, but we ain't even got the time to go into that right now. You know what I'm saying? So
it's not only knowledge of self, but your knowledge of self comes from the Creator. So it's knowledge of the Creator and what He has for you, what He done for you, and your ancestors and all of that. And then you will come to yourself and be like, okay, then you will know the process in which the Most High putting you, where He's leading you personally. Then
I take it a step further. I say learning more about Him is learning about yourself. And I reverse it. And this the part, if you have a lower level of knowledge, folks will be like, oh, this is blasphemy. And I'll tell them, shut the fuck up and debate me on it. Learning about yourself is learning about God. Now, if we made a God image and likeness, we look like Him and act like Him. Now, our actions, the act like Him part is folks will be like, oh, what the hell? Our actions are corrupt right now. So don't look at the previous actions, look at the origin and look at the history of whatever thing you observe and to know the nature of it. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at the nature of us as human beings, our nature is to be God-like. The more we exemplify these qualities, the closer we get to, like you said earlier, perfection. Okay, cool. So now, if we take this same mindset and we look at the minor stuff and look at the major stuff and compare the difference, most all things are similar, because as human beings, we the highest form of God creation. Because it's no matter if you look at the stars, the planets, animals, no other creation is exalted as high as humans if we made in God image and likeness. So if we the highest form of creation, and it's a million other things in creation, that means to tell you, A, everything is meant to serve us in one way, shape, or form. And B, we can learn from everything for our benefit in one way, shape, or form. So if we look at the minor and look at the major, let's say the minor is a human body and the major is earth. But these the same exact goddamn things. Like, we made out of 3/4 water or liquid. The earth made out of 3/4 water. Okay. In the earth is fire. what's fire in a human? Everything has fire because everything is in existence by the power of the sun. Like without the sun, we won't be here and we won't be able to invent shit because we can't see. You know what I'm saying? So if fire is within everything, if we looking at the fire of the sun, and fire is in the earth, in the core, fire can erupt from the earth and cause destructions in the form of a volcano. Okay, so the fire within you is like a fierce attitude. You being pissed off, mad as hell. Why is most of our brothers in jail? Not because they bad people, but because a split second decision of that intense emotion of anger caused destruction, just like the volcano caused destruction in a split second. A volcano is goddamn sleep for hundreds of years, and in a split second it fuck everything up. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we are. So that's an easy way to you can look at the minor thing, look at the major thing, study one, and now you're more educated on the other. Like me just studying the earth educate me on how we are as human beings. So me studying myself, the minor, educate myself on the major, God. You know what I'm saying? Like now, that's the topic I don't even want to talk about with a lot of people because I'm like,
we'll touch on that another.
A lot of folks like they say they believe in something or hold something to the heart. You don't know where your damn beliefs originated from, so I can't even debate you. Because if I ask you who your teacher, because I can tell you who my teachers is, you can judge my teachers, and if you find any flaw in my teachers, you can dismiss me. Cool. You don't even have a damn teacher. If I ask you who taught you this, who taught you that, they'll be like, oh, this is just my beliefs. This is what I just know true.
Yeah.
What the hell? Like I just had a debate the other day. I said, where you get this knowledge from? He like, bro, it's just inside me. Like, bro, I just know it's true. Who the fuck are you? Like, what type of superpowers you born with? Just born with knowledge. What the hell? I don't know no prophet, no nobody. They were just born with the knowledge. Like, but that's why I try not to have high level debates with people because I'm like, you just gonna believe what you want to believe with no proof behind it. I'm gonna ask you to prove it. You gonna say some shit like, everything is true, not proven. And I'm gonna bring some shit up to disprove you, or you still gonna hold on to the same stupid shit of I can believe whatever I want to believe with no proof behind it. So now we definitely gonna have her back, y'all, because part of we had to take some time out to fix the goddamn audio. So now you already like came in with the introduction. So now Andy telling them like more about yourself, like your point of origin, like why you chose to take on the knowledge you chose, why you chose to dress the way you dress, like religious beliefs, like whatever you want to eat with, and put your photography stuff out there. She like,
I'm gonna just close out with my name, Nehemiah Withers. I'm a photographer, third generation. My grandfather was Ernest C. Withers, the historical photographer that took the Iron Man picture and a lot of other historical pictures. If you want to come down to his home house museum in Walker Homes, it's now on a historical register. So you come down, get your tour, donate if you can, look at his pictures, get a tour of history, and yeah.
Nope. You already said earlier you studied the Torah. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that's the Moses teacher.
Moses. Oh, he's just a prophet. He's a prophet.
So I mean, I know it's God teaching.
Yeah.
But who led the Torah?
Oh,
am I asking it right?
Moses wrote the Torah.
Okay, Moses wrote the Torah.
Was the giver of the law.
Okay, I knew it had something to do with Moses, but I don't know it in its ins and outs. Okay, so I know Jay told me you were a Hebrew Israelite. Okay, because I got a brother named Manny that's a Hebrew Israelite. We have like small debates, but I don't understand it in its whole. So
it's another video.
Brief description. Give me a 10-second description. What it mean to be a Hebrew Israelite?
It's a culture. It's an identity. It's not a religion. It's in your blood. And I'm a Hebrew by blood. I'm a Hebrew by spirit. And it's a culture. It's God's chosen people, and it's the people that the Most High set above and set apart from all the nations of the earth. So a lot of people know they're Hebrews. They don't. And a lot of people are Hebrews, but they don't know.
Okay. So is it a such thing as a black person in America being not a Hebrew, or is it like what you claim, or do you gotta really go on like ancestry.com like and see like where you come from?
No, you don't need no ancestry.com.
Okay.
Don't give your blood to nobody. But it just comes with prayer. It comes with understanding yourself, understanding your lineage. The Most High revealed things to you that ancestry.com can't.
Thanks.
So it's about your connection to the Most High and what He reveals to you.
Okay.
Now, keeping Torah and being a Hebrew Israelite is two different things. I mean, you can keep Torah, but by blood, you not a Hebrew, you know?
Okay, yeah.
So, a white person can keep Torah, they can serve the Most High, they can serve the Creator, but it don't belittle them because they're not Hebrew. It's just, they not Hebrew.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have the same characteristics or promises that we have, you know?
So now tell them where they can find you on the ground and we'll get about it. Or wherever else you be. I'm
on Instagram. You can follow my business page. It is I am Creations. I am _ Creations. And my personal account is Princess of Yah.
Okay.
So you can follow me on there for, you know, it's my personal account. So you're going to see me a lot.
Now, throughout the whole interview, because I want y'all to keep in mind, she's 17, because like her and Kush is the youngest people I had on here. And y'all there's some of the most knowledgeable people I had on here. So like I don't sway away from bringing somebody on for their age. You can be young as hell, old as hell. Like knowledge don't discriminate. You know what I'm saying? So it was a pleasure having you. We definitely gonna run it back.
Yeah.
So we probably set some up like next weekend. Something like we'll text chop it up. But I appreciate y'all joining me on this episode of the next. I said this episode of the next. I appreciate y'all. Hey, what the fuck? Straight up. What the fuck? Hey, listen to me, goddamn. I appreciate y'all tapping in on this episode of the Dope Real Viking podcast. Damn. I'm nervous or something, ain't it? All right, y'all. Join me back on the next one. I'll holler at y'all. Yes, sir. Ski.